Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it has been such a long time since I've uploaded a video, but today I decided to come back onto YouTube. I know my last video was maybe like 2 years ago or something like that, but I am going to try to get back into YouTube. I kind of miss doing YouTube, so hopefully I can get back to that. But if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you guys subscribe. I know in the past I did a lot of like makeup videos and some vlogs here and there, but this time this is going to be more like of a mommy video, because for those of you who do not follow me on social media, I recently just had a baby, and so for today I am going to be sharing with you guys how my labor went. So I hope you guys are interested in knowing that, and maybe I can give you guys some tips or something, or just maybe help someone out by how my experience was. And then toward the end of the video, maybe I will share my baby with you guys. She is sleeping right now, so hopefully I can get this video done before she wakes up. But yeah, if you guys are interested in knowing my labor and delivery story, then just keep on watching. Alrighty, so let me backtrack to when I was still pregnant. I found out I was pregnant back in November of 2019. And when I went to my doctor's appointment, they gave me my due date of July 5th. So that was that. So now, because my pregnancy, I mean, it was just like any other pregnancy. I feel like I didn't have any complications. I wasn't high risk or anything. So I was just, going to my normal appointments. So yeah, so now we fast forward to July. Pregnancy, it was my first pregnancy. This is my first baby that I have. Yeah, it's getting closer to July 5th, and I honestly did not feel like any signs of labor. Like, I didn't feel any contractions, like nothing. I just felt, normal. So I would go on walks a lot to see if that would help induce my labor, or I've heard that walking helps the labor go a lot smoother. So I was going on a lot of walks, and then I remember I had an appointment before July 5th, and they said that everything was normal. And at the time that I went to my appointment, they said I was already 3 centimeters dilated, so they said that the baby could probably come on its own. And then it started getting closer to July 5th and still nothing. And so once it was July 5th, obviously I didn't give birth to my baby. And then I had an appointment, I think 5 days after July 5th, and they said a weekend to see if the baby would come on her own. So I was like, okay, if not, they said they were going to induce me by Monday. So then it's the weekend, and I was really hoping for the baby to come on her own, but she didn't. They actually called me on Sunday to go into the hospital to be induced. Okay, so I wanted to add this little clip really quick because I forgot to say it in the video, but she was born July 12th at 8:03. I forgot to say it. I just said I went into the hospital on Sunday and she was born on Sunday, but I didn't say what Sunday. But yeah, she was born July 12th at 8:03. So I ended up having to go there. So when I was there, they put in my IV, they put in the Pitocin, I believe is what it's called, so for the contractions to start. So yeah, I got there at 11 in the morning. They put in the medication right away, and I was doing okay. Like they amp it up every, I don't know how often they amp it up, but they start low, and then they keep going up with that medication, so that the contractions get stronger. At first, like, I wasn't feeling fine, like I did not feel anything, and then I believe it was closer to like almost 5 in the afternoon And then that's when I really started feeling my contractions. Ugh, they were so painful. It was worse than I expected. Honestly, I did not expect the contractions to be that that painful. And so my plan going into the hospital was to not get the epidural. I really wanted to do natural birth. So that was my mindset going there. And so I was there, and like time was going by so slow to me, it felt like, because I was in so much pain. So painful, but I, you know, still said no epidural, no epidural. I was crying, I was yelling. They were just so painful. And then it started getting closer to 8 in the afternoon, and by that time okay, so I had to take a quick little pause because my baby woke up, so she is here with me. I'm just feeding her, so I'm going to continue with my story and while she finishes eating. So I think I left off it was getting closer to 8. Okay, so let me backtrack because I completely forgot about when they broke my water. So at 5, when my contractions started to get super painful, was when they decided to check me, and they said I was 5 centimeters dilated, I believe 5 or 6, I don't know, something like that. So then they decided to break my water there. And so then once they did that, the contractions I felt were the same for a little bit, but then once it started getting closer to 8 in the afternoon, it was around like 7:30, I believe, and that's when my contractions were so bad after they broke my water. And so at that point was when I really wanted the epidural. I was trying to hold off as much as I could to see if I could, do it natural. So much pain, I was like, this needs to go away. And so I asked if I could get the epidural, and then by that time they checked me again, and they said that no, I cannot get the epidural because it was time for me to push. So I was kind of glad in a way that it was already time for me to push, because I didn't want to get the epidural to begin with. And so by that time they called the doctor to go in because I was ready to push. Doctor got there, they started setting up and everything, and then a few minutes later I was pushing, and I feel like I didn't push that long. It was maybe like about half an hour or so, I want to say, and then the baby was out. I feel like pushing the baby out didn't hurt as much as the contractions. I don't know. I kind of already forgot about the pain, like what it feels like. Or maybe it's just me trying not to remember what it feels like because I was in so much pain. But so after a few minutes of pushing, the baby was out, and I did have to get stitched up because I did rip a little, so that really sucked. I induced labor. I have heard that getting induced hurts a little more, like contraction wise, but I wouldn't know because this is my first baby. But yeah, like I feel like my labor was pretty quick. Like in total it was only like 3 hours, like when my contractions really started to get bad, till I pushed and the baby was out. It was about 3 hours, I want to say. But yeah, I feel like my labor was pretty quick. Now labor for me was not that bad compared to my recovery. I feel like no one really talks about recovery as much, but I just want to say recovery was the toughest part for me. So first of all, when my baby was born, after that we were there at the hospital for a little bit, but then we noticed that the baby was having some trouble breathing. She was breathing kind of weird, and you could see when she was breathing, you could see her rib cage because she was using so much force, trying hard to be able to breathe. And so that's when I let the nurses know, And then it wasn't until like the next day that she was born that they said that they were going to take her to the NICU because they wanted to be monitoring her, just to make sure that she was okay. So my stay at the hospital was a little longer than expected. We were at the NICU for for 4 days after I delivered the baby. And so at the NICU, she did have to be put on oxygen to see if that helped with her breathing. And then they did end up doing an x-ray, a chest x-ray on her, and they did say that her lungs were squished, like they weren't fully expanded or something like that. And so that's what was causing her to have trouble breathing. So that they ended up putting her on oxygen, and then they also said she had an infection, so she had to be put on antibiotics. And so that was us being there at the NICU. Thankfully, she did get better, and we were able to go home after the 4th day being at NICU. And so far right now, she is a month old already, and she is great. She's doing amazing. But yeah, back to recovery. It was really hard. I feel like that was the most painful part for me, especially like everything was just sore down there, and especially since I ripped and had to get stitches, it was just really hard to sit, to stand for a long time, even to walk. Like I was walking so weird, so slow, like everything just hurt from walking, or from when I would walk, everything would hurt. So yeah, and then I also did try to breastfeed, but that was a fail. I really wanted to breastfeed, but I just couldn't. So I am now formula feeding her, and she is doing amazing. So yeah, that was my induced labor and delivery story. It wasn't, too bad. It was just, we did have a little scary moments when she had to be taken to the NICU. That was really hard on me. I was really scared, but thankfully she was able to get better quick, and we are here now doing amazing. Like I did say, she is 1 month already, and she is amazing. So I'm just gonna have let her finish eating, and then I will show her to you guys. Alrighty, so she is done eating. This is my little baby girl. She's being camera shy. She does not want to look that way. But this is my baby girl right here. So I did end up naming her Clarissa. So her name is Clarissa. She was 7 pounds 3 ounces when she was born. So she wasn't that big of a baby. And then I want to show you guys her shirt. Smart and strong like mom. But yeah, this is her right here. She is doing amazing after being in the NICU. She's eating well and everything. So this is my little baby girl. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I was a little all over the place. Like, I am not used to recording these videos, but if there's anything that you guys else want to know about my labor or something, you guys can always leave me a comment. You guys can follow me on social medias and ask me there as well. I do post a lot more, like on Instagram, pictures of the baby and me. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you guys can keep watching my videos. I think I'm gonna keep doing like makeup videos, but then also mommy videos. So if that's something you guys are interested in, then please subscribe, like this video, leave your comments down below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thanks to everyone who was still subscribed to me from my previous videos. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, with that being said, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.